If you're dreading tax season or terrified of a surprise bill, you are not alone. I'm the author of a business guidebook used by thousands of small business owners, and I can tell you that most of them don't know what they owe until it's too late. But that ends today. I'm going to walk you through exactly what numbers you need to know and how to stay calm, clear, and confident with your taxes. Yes, it's possible. Understanding taxes is a critical aspect of running a small business. In this video, we'll explore the 5 key financial numbers that every small business owner should monitor and discuss strategies to ensure that you're prepared for tax obligations. Additionally, we're going to incorporate insights from my friends at FlowFi and their article, The Tax Trap: How Sole Proprietors and LLC Owners Lose Thousands, to help provide a comprehensive guide for taxes as a small business owner. Now first, this is not a guideline about how to tax optimize or use crafty strategies to avoid a tax bill. It is, however, the fundamentals that you need to know first and foremost as a small business owner so that you can have a calm tax season this time next year. You've got enough to worry about when running your small business. So this video is a step-by-step guide about how to wrap your head around the most important things that you need to know to make taxes a breeze. So you can go back to focusing on growing your sales and your profits, knowing that you're covered. The key to nailing taxes is having a trusted bookkeeper working on your numbers throughout the year. So you're always looking at facts and you're making routine monthly transfers into a dedicated tax savings account. So you're always prepared. One of my favorite sources for trusted bookkeeping and finance pros is FlowFi, and I've partnered with them on this video to help make mastering taxes simple with pros you can trust. If you're a small business owner and you've been at this for a while, you know how scary it can be when you realize that you owe a tax bill and don't have the savings set aside. The good news is, when this comes up, you can make a plan, and by next year, you can actually have extra saved for taxes. That's the power of facing this head on. The 5 essential financial numbers. What are they? We talk about this a lot in the Small Business Planner. So here's a recap of how to make sure you really understand these key concepts. Revenue, the total income generated from your business. I find it helpful to think through the types of revenue that your business generates, since you likely have some diversity in how you sell, what you sell, and who you sell to. Think of this like a pie chart. For example, the Small Business Planner sells our physical luxury business guidebook, and we also sell our digital training programs for small business owners. Plus, we do have a B2B component where we sell packages to state and local governments to support the business owners in their communities. Together, this makes up all of our revenue, and there are 3 parts to it. Number 2 is your salary, the amount that you pay yourself as the business owner. Big caveat here that many of us are single member LLCs, and so our salary isn't treated as a business expense, which means that the draws that you take from the business are not likely to reduce your net income because they're a draw that you're taking as an owner rather than it being a business expense. So it doesn't have an impact on your profits or your tax payments. But take this as a sign to contact your bookkeeper and/or your CPA today to make sure that you're, number 1, paying yourself correctly from your business, and number 2, understanding how your own take-home pay impacts your tax picture. Not paying yourself a consistent salary just yet? You'll want to watch my video about how to pay yourself a consistent salary as a small business owner. I'll link it below. The next one is expenses. All the costs incurred in the operation of your business. Number 4 is net income. Revenue minus expenses. This is the profit that your business makes. And the 5th key number is taxes, the portion of your net income that you set aside for tax obligations. If this is already helping you feel clearer, hit that like button so more small business owners can find this info, and drop a comment below with what's stressing you out most about taxes this year. I read every single one. Understanding and regularly reviewing these numbers will provide clarity on your business's financial health and help in effective tax planning. When we think about preparing for tax obligations, you want to set aside 30 to 40% of your net income. A general rule of thumb is to allocate approximately 30 to 40% of your net income each month for taxes. This is a really proactive step and it ensures that you'll have sufficient funds when tax payments are due. If you don't owe as much as you set aside, congratulations, you've just set aside business savings. The next step is absolutely opening a dedicated account used exclusively for these tax savings. Transferring the allocated percentage of your net income into this account can prevent any accidental spending and ensure that funds are available when you need them. A dedicated tax and savings account is one of the best moves for small business owner mental health. Here are some insights from my friends at FlowFi. Avoiding the tax trap. FlowFi highlights common tax pitfalls that can erode profits for small business owners, like not really understanding the self-employment tax. Unlike W-2 employees who split payroll taxes with their employer, business owners, that's you, may be absorbing the entire 15.3% self-employment tax on your earnings. For instance, an LLC owner making $120,000 in net income or profit pays nearly $18,000 in employment tax alone. Another issue is missed deductions. Many small business owners overpay in taxes simply because they're not tracking their expenses correctly, whether it's home office, mileage, software subscriptions, industry memberships. It can all add up, but you can only benefit from it if you're properly documenting these expenses. Without a system in place, many deductions get left on the table. The system? Keep all your business activity inside your business bank accounts. Then you only have to worry about checking your bookkeeper's work. They're just going to be looking at the true facts of your business and giving you reports that you can trust. Business structure is another issue. Staying in the wrong type of business structure for too long can lead to unnecessary taxes. Sole proprietors and LLC owners who don't evaluate an S-Corp election could be leaving thousands of dollars on the table. The ultimate practical step to mastering taxes is prioritizing regular bookkeeping, maintaining accurate and up-to-date financial records. This practice not only aids in tracking the 5 essential numbers, but also ensures you're prepared for tax season. Consulting with tax professionals is crucial. Engaging with experts like those at FlowFi to understand the best tax strategy tailored to your business. They can provide guidance on deductions, business structures, and tax saving opportunities. It's so important to have a bookkeeper who actually specializes in the work you do, who knows about your industry, and who can make sure your numbers are appropriate for your type of business. Staying informed. Tax laws and regulations can change. Regularly updating your knowledge or working with a professional who can keep you informed about relevant changes affecting your business is crucial. So in short, if you want to master taxes, you need to start by mastering the 5 key financial numbers and proactively preparing for tax obligations. I want to encourage you to prioritize seeking professional advice and utilizing resources like FlowFi to help you find pros who really understand you and your business, so that you end up focusing on prioritizing your business's health and your mental health by extension. By understanding these financial fundamentals and implementing proactive tax strategies throughout the year, you can navigate the complexities of small business taxes so much more effectively, ensuring that your business remains profitable and compliant. If you're wondering how to stay on top of these numbers month after month, the Small Business Planner was made for this. It walks you through exactly what to track and when to review it, so you can feel ahead of your taxes instead of behind. Being empowered with this knowledge is a completely game-changing thing for you and your business. And finally, I'll say it again, I've said it throughout this entire video, it is so crucial for you to prioritize finding a bookkeeper and a CPA who understand your industry. Don't settle. You don't need to settle. Settling for someone who you're not positive knows enough about what you do is also a way to end up looking at the wrong numbers and continue to stay stuck in this dynamic of chaos. And you deserve better. If you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe for continued support for small business owners from the Small Business Planner.